nerds, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about open-mindedness, if that's even a word. It doesn't really sound right, but I know it's a word. Okay, so let's get into it. What is being open-minded? It is the willingness to accept new ideas. It's also the willingness to open your mind to different perspectives and different beliefs and viewpoints. It also allows you to have empathy for other people. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about open-mindedness is because I feel like in this generation, everyone always talks about how they have an open mind, open heart. Not open heart really, because if you had an open heart, you wouldn't be able to live. But you know what I mean? Everyone talks about having an open mind and being able to like see things from different perspectives. But then when it comes down to it, no one is able to open their mind and no one is actually able to see things from another person's perspective. And the reason why I wanted to do this video is just to show everyone why it's so important to have an open mind. Having an open mind gives you, one, a viewpoint of so many other things. Like, you get to learn so much more from being open-minded. Like, if you had a closed mind to, I don't know, learning about anime, for instance, you would never get to know how great it is, and you would never get to learn how Ken Kaneki is the best thing on earth. I'm sorry, I just always have to mention Ken Kaneki because Ken Kaneki is bae. Tokyo Ghoul watchers, you'll know what I'm talking about. Cool. So if, say for instance, I never opened my mind to being able to watch anime, I wouldn't be able to have an escape route, or I wouldn't be able to go to my happy place because I never opened my mind to the possibilities of anime and the possibilities of the world that can take me to. I really wanted to label on open-mindedness also because we live in a world where there's so many different religions, so many different sexualities, so many different abilities, and etc. And people don't mean to, but they can be quite ableist sometimes, or sexist, or homophobic, or transphobic, and etc. And this is because of the closed-mindedness. The belief that someone can't do something based on their sex, their sexuality, their abilities, what they look like, what they sound like, etc. One is discrimination, and we do not accept that on this page. But because you have such a closed mind, you don't think to yourself that, hey, actually that person might have a better way of doing the thing that I've been doing for, I don't know, 20 years or whatever. Where is open-mindedness needed? It's needed everywhere, especially in relationships and friendships. If you do not have an open mind, you will never be able to empathize or sympathize with your friend. For instance, for me, personally, like if I'm sad or anything, or I'm not feeling good and I don't have open-minded friends who don't see things from my perspective, then it's gonna always be a clash. It's never gonna be a good relationship. We're never gonna be able to move forward. If you are hell-bent in seeing things from your perspective and I'm hell-bent in seeing things from my perspective, then it can never be like a good adult relationship, if you get what I mean. So that's why you have to have not only just an open mind, but also have the ability to compromise. So you see things from this perspective, I see things from this perspective, but we both have a valid point. Let's put that together, merge it, and meet straight in the middle. Sometimes you just have to agree to disagree. I mean, obviously, if people don't have that ability, then obviously they're not grown enough, and you should probably let that one go to the left, because that's just kind of relationship with anyone with that kind of childish mentality. Like, we're not in year 6. Where if someone says, oh, my favorite color is blue, and you're like, no, but my favorite color is red. Like, you know, ain't nobody doing that. And even when I was in year 6, I wasn't doing that nonsense. Like, I can understand people having another perspective. I can understand that this is how people see things. Obviously, sometimes it's quite hard because your viewpoint is the point that you hold dearly to you. But you should also always be able to look at it and say, hang on a second, you got a point, Larry. I don't understand your point, but I can see the perspective that you're going at. Do you get what I mean? Because if you don't have the ability to be able to do that, it's just, you're going to really lose in this world. Having an open mind, it helps you with so many things. It helps you be able to build confidence, helps you be able to build wisdom, knowledge. Because, as I said before, you're learning new things. You learn what you like more, you learn what you dislike more. For instance, let me talk about restaurants. If I didn't have an open mind to go to Wagamama's, I would never have learned. I hate Wagamama's with my whole heart. If I didn't go, I would never have known. Do you get what I mean? So you gotta open your mind to doing that. Another thing with open-mindedness, you have to open your mind to forgive. That was really random, but not in my head, it made sense. You have to open your mind to be able to forgive. And the only way you can forgive is to be open-minded. Because if you're closed-minded to the fact that someone's done something to offend you or done you wrong, you're never going to be able to open your mind to, oh, actually, maybe they did this because of that. Maybe they didn't actually do this because of this. I think for me in particular, the reason why it's so easy for me to forgive people or for me to be cool with people is because I'm just really open-minded, and I always like to see things from versatile perspectives. Because the reason why someone could have done me wrong is because they're dealing with trauma of their own. Someone could have done me wrong because they could have just been an asshole. But sometimes people are dealing with stuff and you got to be open-minded to understand that, oh, actually, this is what's going on. Open-mindedness has to happen in terms of finding love. If you don't open your mind, you're not gonna find love. And to be fair, that's something that can take a long time. That's a long processing. So I understand that. Like, it's cool if you don't want to open your mind to that, because who wants to open their mind to love? Love sucks. Anywho, sorry, just a little bit of a darkness. But yeah, like if you don't open your mind to all these possibilities, you're just gonna always be at stage 1, and we don't want to always be at stage 1. You want to levitate. Shout out to what 21 Pilots, because they have a song called Levitate. But anyways, you want to be moving upwards. You want to be on an incline, not a decline. You don't always want to be held back by your, dare I say, stupid thoughts, because you're not opening your mind to other possibilities. And this is why so many friendships fail, because you refuse to open your mind to different perspectives. You refuse to open your membrane, your medulla oblongata. I'm kidding. You refuse to open your mind to something new, and that's not good. And I just feel like people need to open up a little bit in that regards. Like, I'm not saying open your mind as in like, I'm not saying open up as in say everything you need to say, but I'm saying be able to understand and assimilate that other people can have opinions and other people can have like their way of living life and kind of thing. And obviously you don't have to like it, and if it's so like bang out of order, say for instance, I mean, okay, let me think of something. Oh, let's think of Meg Thee Stallion, for instance. I feel like what happened to her was disgusting. Maybe you feel like what happened to her was deserved. I don't want to be friends with you if that's the case. Because I'm not going to open my mind to that. But that's me clearly being closed-minded for a set reason. Because why would you back anybody for shooting someone? That makes no bloody sense at all. But that's what being closed-minded is. But if you think about it in a real life perspective, and someone's like, oh, Vanessa, I don't agree with the fact that Vans are the best brand. I'm not going to close it down because that's your perspective and that's your opinion. I'll say, okay, that's cool. But to me, it is the best brand. To me, it's the thing that makes me the happiest, you know? You can say, oh no, Nike is my favorite brand. That's cool. That's having an open mind. I've been able to take in what you've said, put it on my chin. Cool. Calm. You're entitled to your opinion. But sometimes people are just so, no, my way or the highway. And it's like, that's not going to take you anywhere. You're not gonna go anywhere. You keep saying my way or the highway, and you're gonna go to the low way. You're not going anywhere, bruv. You're not, like, where are you gonna go? It's always gonna be your way. Okay, well, I mean, I wish you the best of luck, but that's literally all I had to say, really. I just thought, it's just been on my mind because I feel like I have, not that I have close-minded people in my life, because with me, like, if you're really close-minded, you're not trying to hear what I'm trying to say. I don't even chat to you like that. Like, I'll be civil with you, but you're not actually my mate. So yeah, but it's just on my mind. Like, I talk to people sometimes, they're like, oh, I'm trying to tell this person this, but they're not trying to hear it. I'm thinking to myself, what do you mean they're not trying to hear it? They're your mate. They should hear it. They should, even if they don't, like, they don't agree with it, that doesn't mean they shouldn't hear you out, you know? But yeah, guys, that's literally it. As you can see by my attire, like, I just dashed on, no, I didn't dash on nothing, this is just me. But yeah, that's what I talk about, open-mindedness and why you should be open-minded. It helps with a lot of things. So yeah, if you want to find love, be open-minded. If you want a new friendship, be open-minded. If you want a long-lasting friendship, be open-minded. If you want to build your confidence, be open-minded. If you want to learn, be open-minded. If you want wisdom and knowledge, and to be able to be empathetic and sympathetic to people, then being open-minded is the way forward. And that is all. Have a great day. Love you all, and peace and love to all my homies.